What's up, guys? QuarterHoarder here, out today at this gorgeous house. It looks like the White House. It was built, they said, in like 1820. I think it goes back even older than that. We're gonna try to figure it out later. Of course, it's me, Dog Tag Doug, Mexican Doug, Jane, Fawn Doug, Charlie the Heritage Relic Hunter, Rich Van Winkle, AKA Richard Nick some. Hopefully he doesn't nick anything today. There's gonna be a lot of age in the ground. So back in the first dig, and we'll see you guys soon. Later. All right, well, we just started in the front yard of this house. Goes back to like, he said 1810.
1829.
I think it's older than that, Doug.
I want to say 1795.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking 1793. But anyway.
I think Zillow says it's 1829.
Rich had a wheat penny already. I didn't film. And now he just dug the second find, and this one I'm filming, Doug. Here's the signal. Screaming 4647. A lot of the houses we've been doing lately, I would have said Mercury dime,
Yeah.
but he's got much older. I'm thinking this could be a virgin ground house.
Wow, that's a biggie.
Yep, he's got a big, large copper, and I see a wreath already.
Little odd shape.
I see a wreath coming through, Aretha Franklin, right on the back. Doug, what's your favorite Aretha Franklin song?
Respect.
Yeah, of course.
Oof.
I saw a wreath on that side. Just brush it soft like a baby's butt, Rich. Here's a softer brush if you want to, so you don't take that wreath off.
Yeah, I see the 1 cent. You can see.
Oh, I can kind of see it, yeah. It looks a little wonky and it looks thick. I'm going to say it's a braided hair. It just looks wonky.
It is wonky, that's for sure.
It's Willy Wonky, Doug. All right, let's brush it and we're going to come back and see what old copper coin Rich has. All right, there's Rich's coin, the very first filming find of the day, Rich. And it looks like it's a braided hair large cent.
Yeah.
It looked a little wonky, but I think this side up at like 10 o'clock.
Got dented.
Yeah, it's just dented and flat. You can see it's even like mushrooming over a little bit. This is from late 1830s up till the mid 1850s. So we are back quite a ways on the first find of the day, and it didn't look that deep, which gives me hope that there's going to be old things at fairly shallow depths all day. Here's the back side. Rich was able to see 1 cent in the middle. It's a little faded.
You can see that wreath though, right?
I saw the wreath as soon as it was still on the ground and kind of dirty. I'll move it out to the shade for a second. But great things. I hear pinpointers going off all around me. So it's going to be a heck of a good day. I could feel it in my bones, Rich. Good start, brother. Way to go.
Thank you.
All right, Charlie the Heritage Relic Hunter has something. I'm working near this big tree and there's a lot of dirt exposed. And around all the dirt, you can see pieces of redware pottery. Here's a piece over here, a big one. This pottery is hundreds of years old. And because you can see some dirt, it's just sort of exposed, laying on the surface. So I know there's gonna be really old stuff around. Let's see what Charlie's got. Charlie's not the really old thing I'm talking
I
about.
was going to say, I heard you say there's old stuff around. I'm walking towards me.
I know. It worked out in a bad way. It worked out in a bad way.
They said it rained here last night, but the ground's really dusty.
If it did rain, it was like 3 drops because it is dry as like a sandbox.
Anyway, got myself
Oh, I see it. I see a little buckle in there.
Yeah. Just a tiny one.
Yeah, no, that's nice. Probably human, knapsack or something.
Could be.
I think it's too dainty for a big old horse.
Yeah.
A big horse, you need something beefy and meaty.
Right.
So it's either a human or who knows.
It's a good sign that we just found that braided hair, that old.
Yeah,
buckle.
the tree I'm working, Charlie, you can see a lot of the dirt.
Oh, really?
There's redware pottery all over the ground right there.
That's a good sign.
And if you can see that there, it's probably everywhere, just that everywhere else is covered with grass.
Yeah.
Well, hey, good start there, Charlie. Way to
Good
go.
start. I found 2 Wheaties already. So.
Oh, Rich found a weedy too.
Yeah, okay.
I haven't found anything yet, but I've been kind of looking at the house, so time to get down to business. All right, Dog Tag Doug is on the board with something good. He gave the large copper signal, Rich, which you never know with Doug. It could be anything. I'm going to swing over it and see.
I like to see people scramble.
Yeah, I like to see.
Washington. Keep going.
Oh my goodness, I see it, Doug.
It looks like, is it hitting 50?
46 on my machine. I'm wondering if it's going to be a matron or a braided hair. Oh, look at the size of it.
Yeah, it's pretty good size.
Bri, this is how big a penny was back then. Can you imagine carrying them around your pocket all day long?
20 cents
Yeah.
and you're leaning to the right.
But a penny got you something back then too.
Right.
It wasn't as cheap as today.
Give it a little bit of.
Yeah, I don't
brush.
see anything offhand. I just wanted to see if I saw anything dirty.
Well, that.
You brush it.
Looks
I'm
like-
going to get the tooth.
that
You got
looks
okay,
like
good.
the
You got a
reed
nice soft toothbrush.
size.
All right, let me see. I'm going to get my flashlight while you're doing that.
Hope it's not a token.
Nah, I think it's a copper. It's
Okay.
too thick.
Do you see it?
I do
what
not.
I'm seeing?
Right there.
Yeah, you see it, Brian? Yeah.
Oh, from my angle, I can't.
Okay. Well, let me.
All right, we're going to brush it. We're going to come back and see what Doug's got. We're going to get ID on this sucker. I know it.
I want to use something a little sturdier. But now I see it really good.
Yeah, there's Doug's copper. Now, listen, this is by no means going to be in the Smithsonian next week. But from this angle right there, and it's slick, I can see at 10 o'clock the very back edge of the Liberty Cap's cap. And I can see the whole cap if I rotate it very gently, just kind of wiggle it back and forth. And I can see the whole bust ending at about 3 o'clock. Hopefully I'll be able to show them with arrows, and I'll have an example next to it for them. But you have a Liberty Cap large cent, Doug, which is one of my favorite coins, a super early U.S. coin.
And we do find a lot of those.
Yeah, this would be 1790s.
Yep.
It's just god awful.
Yep.
I mean, so bad, I'd say you should probably just donate it to me and forget about it.
How about if I donate it to the property?
All right,
owner?
good enough. It would flip like this, and this side, you would be looking in the center at 1 cent if it was on there, but it's totally wiped clean. And even the front that has that Liberty Cap, just barely hanging on.
Yep.
If you found this next week, Doug, would have been totally gone.
Yep.
We saved it just in time. Well, congratulations. Definite ID there. 1790s large cent. Oldest coin of the day by the oldest guy of the day.
No, Charlie.
Oh, that's right. Good job, Dougie.
Thanks.
All right, Rich Van Winkle's got something good. I won't embarrass Rich, but when he was digging a hole, his pants ripped in the most untimely spot. So I'll make sure I film you from the front all day.
I'm back here protecting you.
Yeah. I know what you're doing back there. Keep a distance. Let me see what you got, Rich. Ooh,
So yeah, it's a little bouncy.
yeah, I was going to say Indian, but now I'm thinking of relic or
It'll
something.
make sense. It's a relic.
Okay.
And it's not precious, but I thought you'd appreciate it.
Oh, is it a knee buckle or is it a... Oh, it's jewelry.
Yeah.
Oh,
some
I
sort
see
of-
some stones.
Some sort of brooch. Probably not super duper old.
Yeah.
Early 19s.
So super old, but not the duper. We're
Yes,
leaving.
yeah.
The duper is at least 1880.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you think it could be a picture frame? Only because the center is such a nice square hole.
Maybe. And now I notice there's a lot of gold
Yeah, I see a lot of gilt.
right there. Could be a small picture frame, yeah.
It could have still been a brooch, but yet a picture frame, you know?
Right.
Put a picture of your loved one, hang it from your shirt.
But
I do that with
Pretty
Doug
neat.
sometimes. I wear his photo right on my... No, that's cool, Rich. Nice high tone on that one. Oh, I swung over it.
it was
Right around
Victorian.
right around that mid-high tone cusp.
Yep.
I'm going to say Victorian. Nice find, Rich.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm going to see if I can go dig a hole.
All right.
Well, Charlie and Rich are working towards that old spring house down there. I'm going to join them in a little bit. I'm still doing the front corner. Doug is behind me. House through the trees. And I got a good signal here. It's scratchy, but listen to this one. Right there. Too low for a wheat penny. 40-41. I'm in the sun glare from this angle, but it sounds good from all angles. I'll try to mount the camera. Maybe I'll do a live dig. I think I'm going to get something good on this sucker. It's a button. It's a flat button. Very nice. Let me clean it up and look for a marking on it. First flat button of the day.
I'm going to predict a flat button.
Thank you. Oh man, I'm glad you're here. Yeah, here it is, Doug.
Oh my goodness.
Live dug it because I thought it could have been something interesting. I thought it would be a relic.
Copper.
It was too low for a wheat penny, a little too high for an Indian, so I thought this could be something interesting.
And look at the,
Yeah, I didn't clean it or not yet. It's just a,
looks like a plain one.
yeah, let me see. Full shank though, look at nice, right up and down. And I think I see some writing on the back already.
I thought I did as well.
All right, I'm going to brush it, Doug. We're going to look for something fancy on this 200-year-old flat button.
Yeah.
First interesting relic of the day.
All right, good job.
All right, there's my button. First relic of the day. Oh, that's not true. Rich found a relic earlier, I forgot, but mine's a little older. I'm showing the backside because that's all the fanciness. You can see around the shank, there's a circle of sunbursts, like little triangles going all the way around. And I can see some writing on top of that. I can't make out what it says though. I think it's going to say something like, you know, good gilt. You know, check out my gilt. You know, ow, oh, I'm getting bit by a bug. Oh, I got it. The front, nothing really, but Doug did see some silver wash coming through. If I catch it right about there, you'll see it.
See it glint.
It was silver plated at one time. But the back is the sexy side, Doug. That'll display just like that. Looks pretty. Full shank, I'll take it. Very nice.
Yeah, good job.
I think I might go join the guys near the spring house in the back, even though I haven't heard them yell out anything yet.
I'm going to stay in the shade.
Yeah, it's true. It is a hot day today. Well, I didn't make it to the spring house yet. I'm still in the front, in between the barn and the house. Just me and Doug. He's to my left. Trying to work in the shade because it's 94 degrees today. And I had a good signal here in the shade. 37, 38, 39 sometimes. About maybe 3 inches down, not too deep, I got this. And I believe it's an old lighter, like a butane lighter. You can see the screw at the bottom and this part, which I think, I don't know, it's another screw. I think the top would flip. Oh, look, you can see some of the holes there to let the air in. So I'll brush it and see if there's any writing on it or a manufacturer. This might just be the inside of the lighter, I'm not sure. But let's brush it because it is a cool relic and I love cool relics. All right, well, Doug's digging a hole by that tree. I did clean off my lighter and it's pretty cool. I cleaned off the air holes, you can see it a little bit better. It's like an old butane lighter. And after brushing it, it does have some writing on it. On this side, right above my thumb there, it says, made in occupied Japan. Now, occupied Japan, I believe, was 1945 through like 51 or 52, during that 6-7 year period right after World War II. But it's a neat old relic, not quite as old as the house, but it's got some style to it. This is probably just the inside guts, the outside case could have been even fancier. But I'll keep going, maybe I'll find it, and I'll keep on working near that amazing old home. All right, I'm going to show Doug my lighter, and I'm going to see if he knows the years it's from. Can you read in the middle of the lighter, Doug, what it says?
I can't make it out.
It says made in occupied Japan.
Oh, okay.
So the question I had for you was, what years was Japan occupied?
Well,
This is a Jeopardy question.
they were occupied from around 1945 to 1950.
That's almost exactly right. I thought Doug would know. Doug's pretty smart. Don't just look at him and assume he's not.
Don't judge a book.
Lynn's not here today, so you're my antique expert.
Yeah,
so
well,
we're
that's
in
about
trouble.
as old as I can go back. All right,
No,
ask me a tough question.
All right, next time I'll make it a
will
little
ya?
harder. Well, you can see the house, and over there, what I'm calling the spring house, I'm not even sure what it is. We did a good section of all that out there in the sun, and right now we're in the shade. When you go in the sun, it's literally like 95 degrees with like 7,000 humidity. Rich is eating berries. He's like dying out here. But up where his detector is right there, he had a signal that was in my hand because we're trying to stick to the shade. He got this old tag. It's aluminum, but I think it's going to be some sort of a registration. I can see right there my thumb. That was my machine that fell over. It says patent something or other, Rich. So I think it's going to have some age to it. It's going to have a manufacturer. It's aluminum. It's not copper, but I think it might be something interesting at least. But man, I can't believe how hot it is when you walk out into that sun. Holy cow. All right, there's Rich's piece. It's not cleaned up super good, but you can see it says Cincinnati And then over here where the hole is, we were able to make out Time Decoder Company.
Recorder.
I'm sorry, Time Recorder Company.
We did think it was decoder.
Time Decoder would be like ancient Egyptian, right? So Time Recorder was, I guess, what they called a clock.
Yeah.
You know? So they made old clocks. This is probably off like a big mantle clock, I guess. But pretty cool. It was founded, when was it, Rich? We looked it up.
It says established 1896, so
1896.
early 1900s on that.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. I mean, hey, this is at least a neat find.
Yeah.
And the best part is you found it in the shade.
Yep.
Yeah, 'cause I ain't going out in that sun again. Man, it's dreadful out there. I'm dying. Good find on the Time Decoder.
Thanks.
All right, Rich Van Winkle, who has stepped into just the edge of the sun, so it's got to be brutal where he is. But he says he's got something else that's good, and aluminum.
Yep, another piece of aluminum. This one looks like it could be a little bit more interesting. I think we've seen them before, but I'm not sure.
Well, are you thinking that one of those like car club badges? Because yours looks like it has the Virgin Mary on it.
Yeah, it says reparation at the bottom there, and then actually,
Oh, it's
see if I
folded
can
in.
not break it.
What is that?
I'm guessing there would have been,
May I hold that? Try
All
to
the
see if I
way
can read
around.
what it says.
yeah, honor reparation.
Oh, it's not Mary, it's Jesus. I couldn't see from my height.
Oh,
Something House, Turn of Sacred Heart. Wow, I've never seen it before. It's just so big.
yeah.
But you're right, it is aluminum. Very cool. Yeah, we'll have to look it up later. It might be aluminum, but hey, at least it's a cool relic. Anything interesting is fun to find.
Yeah, I want to see what the edge says.
I'll see what that says. And then later on, I'll draw it and we can get it tattooed on your leg.
Okay.
Yeah. Look at all that bamboo behind you, Rich. That bamboo probably grows about a foot a week.
Yeah.
It's
and
crazy.
I was watching something yesterday, actually, that, did you know that the shoots, the rhizomes bamboo sends out under the ground, will be as long as they are tall?
I did hear something like that. Yeah, yeah. And it's a fascinating thing. We'll have to get a panda over here, help us navigate through. Rich has something. He said, oh, I see the edge of a circle.
Yeah. Ta-da!
Oh, it's another flat button.
Yep, and it's got a bunch of gold.
Mine
gilt
had
on
silver
it.
wash on it. Yours has, you had to beat me out and get the gold wash.
But
It looks really thick too.
yeah, it's very thick. It rang up like a penny.
Oh, I would have thought even higher with it as thick as it is.
It's like a 44.
Yours also looks to be a flat, plain front, at least first impression. But the shank on yours, just like mine. Oh, look at that gold gilt when it hits certain angles.
Yep.
Like a mirror finish. I bet this is triple gilt. I bet it'll say like treble gilt on it, because there's no way that's just one layer for it to have all that shininess, 200 years in the future. That's gorgeous, man. Love the shank on it too.
Yeah.
So 2 flat buttons on the day, 2 large coppers on the day. Let's see if we can get 2 silver coins on the day, maybe 2 crotal bells or more interesting things. Well done. Love the old buttons, man. All right, Rich has something in the hole, he said. Did you see it yet already?
I did, and I have a little bit of a story
Oh, there's a story with it.
about it.
Let me see. It's a little bouncy. I'm guessing it's a relic?
A little bouncy. Well, I don't know what to call it. So, when I first saw this, I thought I had my first trime. But look at the size of this thing.
Is it one of those aluminum play tokens?
It is a token. I don't think it's aluminum. I think it's copper. Even for its size, it has weight to it.
Let me see if I can see it real quick.
You can see it says play money.
I think I see a...
But you see it, well, it's turning green and stuff. So it's not.
Oh, look
it's
at
not
that.
Aluminum.
Oh, I've never seen one with a bust on it before.
I've never seen one this small.
I've seen them this small, but never one with a bust on it.
So
Let's brush it and see if it has a name on it,
looks
Rich.
like Abe, maybe, like it's supposed to be a penny.
Abe Vigoda? Could be Abe Vigoda. The guy from, what was he from? Barney Miller? Doug would know. You're no good for the Abe Vigoda jokes. All right, there's Rich's play money token. It does say lucky play money. I thought I saw a denomination in the middle. If it is, it's very, very faint. And what's cool is he saw a bust when he cleaned it. We figured it must be somebody famous, and it says Franklin Roosevelt,
Yep, with the middle initial.
FDR. That's a pretty famous guy, right? He falls into the famous category.
Yeah, I suppose so.
So pretty cool. I mean, in all the years I've been doing this, I've never seen it before or anyone find it. So you are the very first one, my friend.
Thank you.
Well, we're getting ready to call it a day soon. It is so hot. We're doing one last pass in the front yard, and now we're in the sun, just trying to suck it up for that last pass. Rich had a 54, 55. It was bouncy all over the place. When he flipped the plug, it was almost a 59, but he dug down about 6-7 inches, and a big circle flew out. I think he might have another copper. Not far. Oh, it's bent too.
Yep.
You didn't bend it.
I don't think so. I don't see any shininess.
No, I don't see any scratch on it. I just think it was bent beforehand. That's crazy that all 3 coppers were found almost in the same row,
It's
Charlie.
thick.
It was deep too.
Yeah.
We got one from the 1700s, one from the 1840s. Let's see where this one falls.
There's detail, but we're gonna need some side light
Let me see.
and stuff. It's thick, but
Yeah, look, I see Britannia on the back. I
you
see her
do?
throne.
oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a King George the Second. It looks like a young head, which would be like 1730s or so. Can you see it, Charlie?
Yes, I do. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which way is it facing?
It's facing this way.
So that wouldn't that be
To the left.
KG 1 or 3?
That's what yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. That's what I meant.
To the left,
Yeah.
right?
So it's a 3.
I'm thinking it's a
It's probably
3.
three.
A KG3.
You
There's
don't have
no
a ring
ring.
around it.
Yep.
3.
Let's brush it and see if you can get a year, which would be on this side under the throne.
Take it to the
It's
shade
gonna
and
be
do some
tough.
side light.
And we'll side light it. Yeah. That's very nice, man. 2 1700s coins, 1 1800s large cent. The only coins all day besides Wheaties and Clad. That's
Lots of
crazy.
I got lots of Wheaties today, but
Well, let's go
was
see
rough
what he
day,
got
man.
and we'll finish it off in the shade. All right, there's Rich's coin. It did not clean up real well, kind of like the rest of them on the day. But I can see it's definitely facing to the right towards my thumb. Pretty sure it's a King George III, small head. I don't see the outside rim, so we're going to go with a KG3. But it's really hard to tell. It's really losing the detail. But if I angle it a little bit, you can see it popping through. Rich, I can't believe there's still yard work left. This homeowner's been doing yard work literally for 8 hours
Since
today.
before we
got
he
here.
was doing it.
He's an animal. I can't believe he's got the energy. The back, I mean, even when you first brushed it, you can clearly see Britannia sitting on the throne. The Britannia is very small for the circumference of the coin, wouldn't you say?
Looks that way.
And the date would be below Britannia. We are not able to see it, so it's fallen apart. Rich did not hit it. It was bent in the ground, probably from its, just being in there the last 250 years.
Roots or something, probably.
But pretty crazy, Rich. All day long, only 3 notable coins, all 3 large coppers. Yeah. Not a single Indian, not a single silver.
I was really expecting somebody to get an Indian.
I thought a silver dime, or we usually get a
ton
Merc.
of 30s signals.
Well, you killed it, man. Way to go.
Thank you.
Awesome job. That last pass might save us. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Accavado.
yes.
Oh man, what a beautiful old colonial home that was, and super friendly homeowner. We'd probably still be there detecting today if the heat didn't drive us off. But how crazy, of all the coins we found, only modern clad wheat pennies and then 3 large coppers. One was an early US matron head large cent. One was a late 1790s to early 1800s King George III British halfpenny. And then the last one, a super early US coin, only the 2nd ever copper coin made at the newly formed US Mint. And don't forget, this Thursday night, we're doing an extra quarter after live stream with our special guest, Green Mountain Brad Martin, talking metal detecting, filming the beauty of Vermont nature. Can't wait to see you guys all there this Thursday night, the quarter after live stream, 7:15 p.m. right here on the channel. And of course, if you guys need a metal detector, pinpointer, sand scoop, anything hobby related, you can always shoot me an email, QuarterHoarder, yahoo.com. So let me know where you live and what your budget is and what the terrain looks like where you plan on swinging. I'll help you pick out the best machine for your budget so you can get out and find some of the incredible things like we do and Brad does every single week. I'm telling you, you're going to love it. It's a hobby of champions. Otherwise, thanks for watching, everybody. Happy hunting, and I'll see you Thursday night for the big live show. Later.